Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Power Tarot for the week beginning today, July 31st, and ending on August the 6th. This week's powerful energy also comes with it packed full of the full moon, which is going to be on August the 7th. Full moon energy is very, very strong energy, whether it's positive energy or negative energy. We see that with the tides. Normally during the full moon, the tides are higher, the waves are bigger, stronger, and that affects you as well because it's the pull of that full moon energy that pulls on the earth, that pulls on the energy that surrounds us and inside of us. We're water, so when the tide is affected like that by the full moon's energy, your balance, your water levels too can be affected. So this week you might want to be a little more cautious on how you're thinking. If you are in a negative frame of mind, negativity might be heightened. You might be attracting more negative situations. Yeah, on the other hand, if you're in a positive frame of mind, positive situations will be attracted and they'll be heightened. So keep that in mind, that if you can push yourself to stay in a positive, happier mindset, you're going to have a better week. I drew the 4 cards for the week. Of course, the first card I drew was for the overall energy of the week, and this is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups represents friendship. That's a handshake. A handshake can be possessions, transferring of possessions. It is also a cup, and cups are emotion. Cups are water. Water is emotion. Pretty heightened this week, as we just mentioned, with the full moon. So you might want to be very diligent, is the only word that comes to mind. You want to be diligent on your feelings this week. Be diligent on looking at things with a positive light, not settling for anything but a positive outcome. In the beginning of the week, the card that was drawn was the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wand energy, wand energy itself is very powerful. It's a direct focus. You take that wand and you point it at something and you're pointing that energy in that direction. And when it comes to the Queen, she's a very nurturing person. You can tell by the way that she is dressed and the way that she looks. She's the girl next door. She's your best friend. Confidant, somebody you would trust talking to and telling them anything. You might want to just take a minute, though, to be careful with your energy in the direction of the wand, because like we talked about earlier, the focus that you have this week really should be directed in a positive way. And so if you, like most of us, we get with our best friends or people that we love to hang out with and chat with, and we can tend to complain. It always starts off like, oh, hey, how you doing? And the next thing you know, you're like, oh my goodness, my work, my kids, my job, my life. So you might want to be careful how much focus and energy you want to put into that at the beginning of this week. In the middle of the week, the card that was drawn is the 7 of Cups. And here we are again, more wand energy. More cup energy, more emotions, more flow, more water. In this hand, he's holding a crystal ball. And many of us think of the crystal ball as the spiritual. It's the intuitive. It's what would connect you, the person, with, at one point in time, spirits on the other side. The ball would tell the truth, so to speak. The ball would show you the way. In this particular card, it denotes the fact that the energy within the ball is actually penetrating out and around it. As you can see by the swirls here, that's more energy just swirling around. So it's not just contained in the ball, but it's pushed out into the universe. And this is 7. 7 is a number of spirituality as well. So this is going to be a pretty powerful emotional week. We're going to be feeling a lot of different feelings, yet our intuition's going to be heightened. we may have a lot more synchronicities this week than or maybe we'll notice our synchronicities. We get synchronicities all the time, and I think sometimes we just brush them off as coincidences, but, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Nothing happens everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by chance. And this week is going to show you that with a lot of emotion. And then for the end of the week, the card that was drawn, here again, another cup. This is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is more emotion. 10 is finality. It's the last number in the 1 through 10 series. It's usually considered the ending. This is a girl, and she's sitting on the ground, staring off into space, using her imagination. You can see there's a house in the background. Houses tend to represent residence, place of birth, comfort. There's a little bit of a rainbow here that she seems to be noticing as well. And rainbows, of course, are colorful and bright and good feeling, warm, fuzzy feelings. The positive energy, I'm going to check my notes here for a little bit just so I don't forget. There'll be some emotional satisfaction towards the end of the week. Happiness, harmony. You'll emit love that heals all around you. That's a pretty good point to make note of. The full moon, though, is going to be a time of intense energy that's going to draw you in one direction or another. And I really want to focus on that because the law of attraction is talking about you attracting to you the energy that you are giving off. And this week, it's going to be like doubled, tripled even. So you want to be cautious that if you are feeling a little angst, if you are feeling a little uncomfortable within yourself or any kind of negative energy, then you want to stop and take the time to do some meditation. Go within, try to settle yourself, try to come out of that with a more neutral to positive feeling from whatever's going on around you. Because once you can get yourself to that level where you're feeling more positive, where you're feeling less negative energy, the things around you will shift because you're like a magnet. You're going to attract to you what you're giving off. So I would be careful of that this week. Another thing that I've always known is full moon energy is ending energy. So if there's been something that's been cultivating in the works for a while and you've sort of been waiting for it to end, but you haven't ended it on purpose, you'll find that the full moon energy will bring some of that to a conclusion, positive or negative. It depends on what the situation is for you as an individual. I think that the overall energy is going to be more positive in nature than negative. Cups are emotion, and in most cases, emotion, yes, we can be angry and drawn into that type of emotion. But I think for me, when I think about cups, I think of water, and I think of the fluidity of water and the flow. And so to me, with this energy, the full moon energy, of course, is going to pull, just like it does with the ocean. It's going to be the tides coming in and out. Your emotions are going to flow in and out. Whether or not they ripple and get, a big wave going will be up to you. And I think if you can keep yourself centered and stay in a more positive mindset, that you're going to have a really good week. You're going to find that the more positive and happy inside you are, the more love you're going to be giving off, and that energy is going to draw to you more love, more people that are in a loving frame of mind, in a loving mindset. I think that if you can take some time to separate yourself from the masses and get quiet, do a little meditation, you're going to find yourself getting some really good intuition. You'll have some heightened intuition this week, and you'll start to feel, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, directions that you need to go in, maybe you've been having, some decisions to make as far as a career or a relationship or a residence or a vehicle purchase or whatever it may be. If there's been some indecisiveness coming through, I think you'll find this week that your intuition will give you the answers that you've been seeking. With that, my friends, I want to wish you all a wonderful week. I hope that these videos help to give you some sense of what to expect for an energy for the following week. And I would love it if you would give me a comment, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed doing them for you, and I hope that you're getting much out of it. Thanks, and have a great week.